For years, I thought disciplined people had something I didn't. More willpower, more motivation, more self-control. I thought they woke up excited to do hard things. I thought they enjoyed the struggle. But I eventually learned something that changed the way I look at discipline forever. Discipline doesn't start with motivation, it starts with one decision and then another and another. There was a time when I believed I needed to feel ready before I took action. If I felt motivated, I'd work on my goals. If I felt energized, I'd exercise. If I felt confident, I'd move forward. The problem was motivation rarely showed up when I needed it most. In fact, some of the most important moments in my life happened on days when I didn't feel motivated at all. Days when I was tired, days when I was frustrated, days when quitting felt easier than continuing. I remember thinking that successful people must somehow feel different. But the more people I met, the more I realized something: they weren't different. They simply learned how to act regardless of how they felt. And that's when I started understanding discipline. One of the biggest myths about discipline is that it's a personality trait. It isn't. Discipline is a skill, and like every skill, it gets stronger through repetition. Think about it: nobody wakes up one morning and suddenly becomes disciplined. They become disciplined by making difficult decisions repeatedly. The decision to get up early, the decision to exercise, the decision to finish what they started, the decision to continue when progress feels slow, the decision to keep going when nobody is watching. Those decisions may seem small, but they aren't, because every decision becomes evidence of who you're becoming, and eventually those repeated decisions become habits. Those habits become discipline, and that discipline starts shaping your future. When I look back at my own life, some of the things I'm most proud of didn't happen because I felt motivated. They happened because I kept showing up. Whether it was serving in the Coast Guard, learning new skills, building a new career, running difficult trail races, or creating POP, there were plenty of days I didn't feel like doing the work, plenty of days I could have chosen comfort, but I learned that growth rarely happens inside comfort. Growth happens when we continue despite discomfort. And every time I chose to continue, I became a little stronger, not physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, one decision at a time. This is why progress is one of the four pillars of POP. Because progress isn't built through giant breakthroughs, it's built through consistent action. Most people overestimate what they can accomplish in a day and underestimate what they can accomplish in a year. Progress compounds, one decision, one habit, one step, repeated over and over again. And eventually the impossible becomes possible. So today I want to challenge you to stop waiting for motivation. Stop waiting until you feel ready. Stop waiting until it's easy. Instead, ask yourself, what's one decision I know I need to make? One decision that would move me closer to the person I want to become. Then make it. Not tomorrow, not next week, today. Because discipline isn't built in the future. It's built in the decisions you make right now. I used to believe disciplined people were different. Now I know the truth. They simply learned to make the next right decision, even when they didn't feel like it, especially when they didn't feel like it. This is POP: positivity, ownership, progress, purpose. And remember, the life you want isn't hidden behind motivation. It's hidden behind the decisions you're avoiding. Make the decision, take the step, and keep moving forward. If you're ready to stop waiting for motivation and start building discipline, subscribe and join the POP journey, because transformation isn't built in one giant moment. It's built one decision at a time.